What's going on, guys? My name is Mr. Dalek JD, and in this video I'm going to be giving you a very quick and easy to understand walkthrough of the Beast from Beyond main Easter egg quest, so you can complete the map, and hopefully if you've done all the other previous maps you'll be able to unlock Director's Cut. Now this is going to be a pretty quick, simple guide, as the Easter egg isn't actually that difficult, but I would recommend you put on some really good Fate and Fortune cards to help you out, as a boss fight can be a little bit tricky. Stuff like perhaps the ammo cards, as well as hide and seek, maybe reanimated, perk insured. Definitely make sure that if you do go down, you've still got a fighting chance. Now this Easter egg can be done completely in solo, but I would highly recommend that you do this in co-op if you have some friends, just as it is a lot easier and you can get stuff done a lot easier as there is more players. Now I've been making guides on Easter eggs for years now, and I have a guide up for every other single Infinite Warfare Zombies map and previous Call of Duty Zombies maps. So if you guys find this useful and you need help with other maps, open the description, you'll find more guides, and at times there'll be a visual prompt on screen showing you guys to open the description for a little bit more explanation of a step. Now I'm going to be giving away a code for the Beast from Beyond on PlayStation 4 within this video, so if you guys want to be in for a chance of winning, simply make sure you've dropped a like rating on this video, you leave a comment with your PSN ID, and also make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Now without any further ado, let's kick things off. Now you're going to see some footage of this Easter egg taken during Director's Cut. It doesn't change anything apart from having perma perks, as well as having some points to use straight off the bat. All these steps can be achieved exactly as per usual, and the main focus we want to do first of all within the game is we want to get the power on, which involves opening up the map and getting Neil's head from this main room by dropping down to where Tough Enough is, picking up Neil's head, taking it back to spawn and placing it in, and then we can start off this Easter egg quest. Now we're going to be getting 4 floppy disks, and these can be gotten in any order, and you don't necessarily need to do stuff straight away in order to start getting these, but we're going to first work on getting one of these, which involves getting the Entangler gun. So in order to do this, you're going to want to do the first 2 steps of Ghosts and Skulls. And to activate this first skull right here, you're going to be looking for an electrical box, which is going to be in one of 3 spawn locations. It can be in this area with the water room where there's a trap. There'll be a box on the ceiling. You want to throw a grenade. The box will open and a skull will pop out. If there isn't a box there, then there's a good chance that the box could be in this cargo room here. You want to go down the stairs, look up and cook a grenade, and if the box is there, it will open, the skull will be there. And if it's not there, the last location is going to be in this main room above the bomb stoppers perk machine. You want to look slightly up and left, throw a grenade on this box, and boom, the skull will be there. You shoot that, that'll be the first skull obtained. Now for the second skull, all players in the game need to go to this cargo room, and there's going to be a certain amount of X's on the ground that all players will need to be stood on at the same time. You can see me standing on right here. It's this very tiny X, and you can see I'm looking around at my friends that are also stood in the positions needed for this to work, and all players need to be stood on an X for this step to work, and you'll notice a small little green area underneath you. This is a very small area which you'll need to be stood in, and you can't leave this section. You basically have to stand still mostly. Zombies can push you, and they can push you to the point where you're nearly pushed out but not quite, or they can push you, and if you get pushed out, then you will have failed the step and you'll need to go to another round. But essentially, by having all players stood in this section, you notice in the middle on the bottom floor, a skull will start rising. You're going to
Hey, what's up? How are you, man?
Well, going by the laws of sci-fi horror, it's either an alien infestation, an evil spiritual presence, or reanimated corpses in the facility. What the hell? Placing any bets?
This shall be the ultimate screen test, Poindexter. A return to one of my most horrifying creations ever. The cryptids! Welcome to the world premiere of The Beast from Beyond.
All further resistance will be met with futility. Processing error.
Sight for sore eyes. Order up, mofos. I'm gonna give you the worst in the den. here we are again. The only place I've ever scored.
What are these three computers' location? Rhino! How you doing, man? Cool. Rhino! This Guantelope, how are you, man? I'm trying to practice boss battle.
All right! Some real firepower
This is
for
my
once.
last soul key I need
Now
to achieve,
hurry up
man.
and give me something to shoot, Willard.
My friends, they helped me to get to the boss,
Talentless much, AJ?
but we
I'm
failed.
sure all of the directors ask you that. Let's cut to
So I
the
need to do
chase.
some practice.
The
so
role
I
I've got for you tonight has you being torn to shreds by cryptids.
This
Piece of cake, right? Action!
All further resistance will be met with futility. Internal processing error. Internal processing error. Error.
Yeah, thanks.
Why is it doing that? Soooul. Now we can go home. This place again. I gotta get up out of here. Time to raise the black flag. I'd like to live in, but always nice to visit. I got a lot more life in these days.
I got confused the console locations. Console locations.
Shoving your hand into the radioactive thing's eye was not in the script, Andre! What is in the script is my cryptid army tearing you to shreds. Remember, agony and fear in those eyes while your blood pours onto the set. Action!
Further resistance will be met with futility. If not...
Grenade? Now that's fresh. Hey, this is what screwed up play. See some alive in here.